Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be focusing on subtraction across zero. This is the fourth and perhaps the most challenging lesson in our subtraction unit. Today we'll be subtracting 2,000 minus 257. As usual, I'm going to start by transferring the numbers from horizontal form to vertical form. So I'll take the larger number on the left and write it on top. I'll put the second smaller number on the bottom. And I'm now ready to begin subtracting. As a general rule of thumb, you want to give yourself plenty of room above a subtraction problem, particularly one with zeros in it. And to help me stay organized, I am going to again draw in dividers. For reference, I'll label ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. Now we can begin subtracting. I'll start with the ones place, and right away we have a problem. We can't subtract 0 minus 7 because we can't take 7 ones from 0 ones. We don't have any ones, so we need to go to the tens place. Can we take a 10 and change it for 10 ones? Apparently not, because again we have 0 tens. So now we're going to go to the hundreds place. Can we take 100 and turn it into 10 tens? We can't even do that. So we're going to have to go all the way to the thousands place and change 1,000 or trade one for 10 hundreds so that we can just change the way the number's appearing. The number's always going to be 2,000. We're just taking 1,000 and trading it in for 10 hundreds. Those two quantities are equal. They're just shown in different ways. So I'm going to cross out the 2 in the thousands and write a 1 because I'm taking 1,000 and again trading it for 10 hundreds. So I'm going to add my 10 hundreds to what I already have, which is 0, and 10 plus 0 is 10. So I'll cross out the 0 and now I have a 10 here. But don't forget, we are ultimately trying to start with the ones place, which we were never able to subtract. So we're going to take one of our hundreds and give it to the tens place now. And I need to show that I'm taking 100 away, so I have 9 hundreds instead of 10 now. And again, I'm going to give that 100 to the tens place, and 100 is equal to 10 tens. So I'm going to add my 10 tens plus 0 tens, which again is 10 tens. But don't forget, we need to help out the ones place. So we're going to take a 10, which we now have after all this regrouping, and give it to the ones place. And again, if I'm taking a 10 away, I need to show that. So instead of having 10 tens, I'll have only 9 tens in the tens place. And finally, the 110 I'm giving to the hundreds is going to, the 110 I'm giving to the ones is going to be equal to 10 ones. Wow, that was a mouthful. So the 10 I'm giving to the ones place is made up of 10 ones. So I'm going to add those 10 ones to the 0 ones I have in that place, and 10 plus 0 is 10, so I now have that quantity. And finally, after all that work, we're ready to subtract. 10 minus 7 is 3. 9 tens, minus 5 tens is 4 tens. On to the hundreds place. 9 hundreds minus 2 hundreds is 7 hundreds. And then finally to the thousands place, we don't need to subtract anything. We can just bring our 1,000 down, and we can say that 2,000 minus 257 is equal to 1,743. But wait, there's more good news. With addition and subtraction, you can always know if you're correct because they are inversely related, which means that you can add the difference or the answer to your subtraction problem to the number you're subtracting, and it should add up to the top number. So if that happens, then our subtracting was correct. Let's check. 1,743, which again was our difference, plus 257, and we're just going to check. I don't like my 3 there, it's not very pretty. That's a little better. Just going to check that that's equal to 2,000. It should be. Again, I'll just draw on some dividers to help me stay organized. I'd encourage you to do the same. And let's see what we get. Okay, 3 plus 7 is 10, and we know we need to regroup. We'll give a 10 to the tens place. 4 plus 5 is 9, plus 1 is 10. Again, we'll need to regroup. Here we go again. 7 plus 2 is 9, plus 1 is 10. Oh, wouldn't you know it. Let's fix those ones. And 1 plus 1 is 2. Oh, is it true? Yes. 2,000, then we can know, oh happy day, that our difference was correct. Good work.